Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Squadron Tower Defense playlist. Today bringing you an Adrenaline 3X Chaos game. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with some more Squadron Tower Defense. Alright. So first things first here. The obvious pick, I think, is Mudmen. Because the Mudmen's attack attackers in much slowing movement speed, which is super useful. Then an Aqua Spirit is really useful as well. Alright, so I'm not gonna gas. I'm a big believer in that, no gassing on wave 1 until the end of wave 2. Excuse me, until the start of wave 3. And always gas only at the start of the next wave after the builder. After you've built everything. And also no infuse until wave 10, and keep your infuse at not too high, because you still need to eco, actually, or you can fall behind the correct base. That happened to me in one of the previous videos, so don't infuse too crazy is what I found. Okay, from here, Medusa's a good pick. Roach Fighter is probably one of the best units, though, from a support perspective. Medusa is a really good standalone unit. The Roach Fighter is a better unit overall. So I'm going to go with Roach Fighter because he empowers the other units around him, which makes him really good. Again, so going to wait until next wave to see what kind of options I have before I just gas. Because look, I need a tank. Mudman is he's not able to hold. Even with a good perk, he's having trouble holding. Okay. Netherlord is a really good choice here. I still don't have a good enough tank, so that's where that thought process comes from. And my first gas there. Okay, so I think the next upgrade is probably the Oceanus. It makes the most sense to me unless we had like a ranger for a builder or something. And no, nothing here. I mean, Magnosia Resonator is okay, but I like Oceanus and leave it there for now. Is there anything else? Encoder, Sentinel? No. And again, I build these mid-level tanking units in the 3rd rank, because up here you want to put the absolute like apex tanking units. Here's the short range like 3 to 4 range here, 5, 6, and 7 plus back there. So that's the plan. Again, I know it's tempting to gas, but still gonna wait. You know, I'd rather be over value and not leak than over gas and leak. Because there's still time to catch up on gas. The game won't be won or lost based on whether or not you gassed 2 or 3 times in the early game. That's very, very rare to think that that little bit of extra gas led to some better send that caused a leak, that caused a win. Because how many times can you just beat, like this, these 13 units, even against an SS, unupgraded, aren't going to cause the game to be over. So early in the game. But what can cause a game to be over is if you gas up too early, you start leaking like this, PVT blues go. And that's what you learn over time, is the value of avoiding risk in this game. Because, you know, it's important to avoid risk. Alright, so I definitely have a really, really, really solid thought on what I want here. And so taking a look at this, Roach Champion is ranged 4.25. What I want is, I want 3 Saints. Let me go ahead and scrap that idea and get a champion and gas, because I'm behind on gas here. Yeah. Never heard of fire bats on 7, so more than willing to send. It's an income option, so it's not like it does something special. Okay, look at here, still really don't have much, so, probably the correct choice. You see, I've gone with 2 Magnetosphere Resonators because next round I'm going to upgrade one to be a Prismatic Resonator. So they give both the standard shield and then the deflect as well, which is really useful. No reason not to get that structure because it's really, really, really useful. And you see the shields actually do stack one on top of the other, which is really cool. And it's worked quite well here. So fortunately I was able to catch this in time in order to probably get at least 1 send. Now, not hoping for a leak, but if they do leak, then, well, I literally don't even think I'll get 1 fireman, which is crazy. Yeah. I might get 1 with the leak, but I'm not sure. Alright, from here, yeah, decision is pretty straightforward. Get the resonator and gas. I don't even know how to tell the team I was unable to make one of these units in time. Like, that's just so pathetic. Yeah, it was just really sad. I'll just send things again. I mean, honestly, that was really sad. And they understand. Like, their gas is more than double mine, so, like... King Kong says no worries. I, you know, give that positive, you know, positivity, say good sense. We're able to make a difference there. So... Nice. Alright, so looking at what we got here. Man, the apparition. It's not very clear. Oh, okay. I would build another master, but I can't afford it, so I can't even afford a supply depot, which is really telling. Um, Phantom? Phantom is probably one of the more solid choices. It's too late now. That's really pathetic because I really, honestly, am going to run out of resources here. Yeah, I think I'm going to leak for sure. Yeah. You know what's crazy is if I hold, I have no idea what I could possibly build next round because I have a ton of resources. So, I'm surprised I held up. Here you see my value is the same. Obviously my gas is putrid. Um, okay, definitely Nether Master makes sense. Nether Master makes sense for sure. Okay. So Nether Master. I'll get a Crowlock laser battery. That's a nice choice there. Alright, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but this has gone pretty well so far. Like, I actually have no idea if I'll even hold the boss. Because they don't have, like, any single target, so that's kind of the issue. Because the Crowlock laser battery also does, like, the three damage across, so yeah, this is not a good builder. I'm happy to get some fluxes, though. Alright, here we go. So the flux, we get a flux, and then from there, upgrade a starry, keep it going from there. Wow, this is okay. It's not a bad start. I don't know how long the Crowlock can tank for, but yeah. So typically I always say wait on the gas, but this time, since it's the end of the wave, I'm gonna gas up here. It's the end of the boss wave. And I'm really far behind, so yeah. I still need the income every wave, so I'm gonna send links for now. It's pretty trash, but that's the best I got. And I really need to start gassing up quite aggressively, so just gonna gas again. Excuse me, I'll go through it. I can't afford it, so yeah. Tough, but this is the best I got for now, so. And this is a pretty nice setup, actually, all things considered. What I need are some cyborg tanks, actually, so. Okay, I need to hold off on the gassing. You know what's interesting? I actually have no idea if the way this is designed, I'm using this correctly. Like, one should be upgraded and one not. I think both can be upgraded. I actually think so. I'm gonna try. Because I really don't have much a better idea at this point. Celestian? I don't mind a Archangel. So, yeah. I can gas here immediately because wave 13 is easier than wave 12, and I have to catch up on gas. Archangel doing well, that's always good. So starting to get to a place where the gas is picking up, which is nice. And I still have a lot of room for growth, and actually this might be GG. I don't know if they have BBG. Oh, they do, okay. Apparently you can tell what they have. I don't know, I thought somebody, apparently you can. Ranger's really good here, but I'm instead just gonna guess. Alright, so just spamming motherships and saving from here. Archangel doing well, which is nice. Okay. So now we're going to find out whether 2 of these is actually even worth it or if it's just redundant. Still nothing really good from a tanking perspective. Range is what, 3? Yeah. This range is what, 2.25? Yeah, that's fine. Bone Overseer is probably the correct decision in this position, so yeah. So this is not good. This shows just how powerful those Immortals are. And also I gassed up a ton, so you see my value is not bad, but I don't have any frontline tanking. And so without the proper beef on the front line, I have been just suffering a general lack of manpower on this front line from my towers, so gonna need the number one need to address here is beef on the front line. Pretty much I would go with like any approach to get there actually at this point, because the long range tanking is there. Yeah, I mean this is the best I got for now. I've gone up to 18-2. The gas is getting better. I got no idea if I'll hold the boss. Again, I still don't have any kind of competent tanking. But yeah, doing the best I can. Oh man, I thought I was saving. Stinks. That's okay. Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, I'm behind on income. You know, this is also showing me something, that the value of actually gassing early. Because, like, what I kept doing is I kept delaying the gas, right? And typically, I thought that would make me feel more secure, but actually it's put me further behind. And so that's something that I have to look at, how to step up and get that done better moving forward, so yeah. Oh, good, I actually have sent 1 broodlord. Hey, and there's my second. That's nice. I'm just gonna start now because I'm so far behind on the gas. Like, thing is, I need these cyborgs. These Hellions just destroy. Come on, team. Good fight. Good fight. This could be game. Oh, I think it might be. This is looking promising. Yeah, Thor's 19. It's promising. I mean, BBG alone is just so good. Like, earth-shocking those units adds up so much. I'm not sure if he's going to use Overburn or what. We don't have anything else behind it, yeah. But they are leaking big time, so it's good for them they have a strong SS. Alright. Definitely need these Krogoths immediately. In terms of what else, I want to keep gassing, honestly. Like, I don't really see, like, come on, Krogoth. Boy, these Krogoth are doing well, man. Like, honestly. Like, good job. Like, I couldn't have expected much more there. Okay, honestly, like, I can't afford to gas and, like, actually expect to win, but it is what it is, so. That's enough for me. I need to save for the Thors on 19. Okay, so Keeper of Souls is a good get. I should have upgraded that earlier. Actually, I'm going to get a few more of these, because I'm running out of tanking, so. Getting these Bone Overseers seems like the correct choice. Come on, Krogoth. Oh, the Archangels held up. That's huge. The Archangels held up. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. They actually held up. Amazing. That is amazing. I'm so happy with this. Okay, I think, because I don't actually expect to hold, it's a difficult decision. Let me take a look at what happens on this next wave. Alright, so taking a look here, I think the correct choice is to upgrade the Overseers. Some Wardens is also a good choice at this point. some elite wardens. I'm just gonna go for it because there's actually no other way to pass the boss unless I get these wardens. So, actually, let me upgrade here. Yeah, this is fine for now. Okay, I'll hold off. I'll give it the best I can for the boss, and after that I'll finish the gas after that. Keeper of Souls doing the best they can. I think we're making a difference, yeah. If there is a tournament at this point. These are all Thors coming downhill. It's almost over. They have one more BBG, which they'll probably use right now. Look at that SS go, man. Okay. So this is absolutely a horrific builder selection here. Probably the best choice is Fortissimo. That's actually pretty respectable for how bad it could be. So I should get 3 Templars out, which will buff the fatties, which is nice. Alright, so from here I am going to... Come on, can we get 1? We did. That's huge. That's huge. That we got 1 is huge. Yeah. So they weren't able to stop any of the fatties, so that's game. It's a good game. So, with that I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.